Kelly, welcome back for lesson 2 of our series. And we're going to start by talking a little bit about what we did in lesson 1. So we identified some setup and some in-swing things to address in our first full swing lesson. We talked a little bit about ball position, about how that might have been affecting your ability to make consistent contact. It was affecting where in your swing you had been contact with the ball. So we took a look at that with your shorter clubs as well as with your longer clubs, because ultimately the part of your game you wanted to focus on was your long approach game, specifically fairway woods, right? So we started with ball position, and then we worked kind of our way into an in-swing thought, thinking about trunk rotation through delivery, through the hit, and worked on some drills to do that. We did a really great job there. Now that we've given you some concepts for full swing to work on, while you're working on building those blocks, what we talked about doing moving into short game, specifically pitching and chipping. Now, could you let me know what you feel is maybe a strength of your short game? In general, that can be even putter or chipping or pitching. And so a strength, and then maybe something that you've struggled with this part of the game.
I think my strength is, I always say my putting is my strength, but I also have a tendency to be fearful of chipping when I'm on the fringe of the green. If I can putt, I'm going to putt because I'm afraid to chip.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to skull it or I'm going to, duff it or whatever. And then my 40-yard in is, it's a scary shot for me.
Okay.
And then because it's a scary shot, I have a tendency I'll lift up or I'll hit it short, and then the frustration comes into play, and then it's just gone.
Okay, so it sounds like when we have partial wedges in our hand, our lack of confidence in these shots is actually compounding errors in the swing, right? Okay, so great. So that's kind of what we'll do today. What we'll start with is I'll have you hit some shots from different distances. We'll see if we can identify any setup fundamentals that we might need to address. We'll talk a little bit about how setup fundamentals might change between your full swing and your short game swings. Now, a lot of the fundamentals of the golf swing are going to be very similar for a long game and short game, but there are some changes that we can make to kind of help ensure that we're making contact the way we want to. Because what it sounds like is with your short game, especially these pitch shots, is that you're struggling to make contact in the same part of the club each time, right?
Yes. So I also don't know when I need to be hitting it up in the air, or should I be bumping it in.
Okay. So you're also having a hard time identifying when to hit those kinds of shots.
Yes.
Perfect. So we can talk a little bit about that as well. So that's what we'll do. We're going to kind of work through. We might hit some different short game clubs and hit some different shots, see if we can identify any setup fundamentals to go over, and then ultimately, if there's anything in the motion of these swings that we might want to address. So kind of building on what we did last week, we're shifting focus to short game, but again, a lot of these fundamentals can overlap, so that's what we're going to do today.
Sounds great.